Hi, Jason Knott with CE Pro, and today we are talking about the growing wellness market with Amy Wesely, Strategic Account Sales Manager for HP Products. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Jason. Thanks for having me on board today. It's great to be able to visit this subject and talk to you about how central vacuums help improve the indoor air quality of the home.
Yeah, you hit right on that button that I was going to hit right away, which is so many integrators don't realize that they already have a key component at their disposal, and they've probably had it for many, many years that can really open the door for them into the having a wellness conversation with their customers. Tell us specifically, what is the role that central vacuums can play in indoor air quality?
Sure, absolutely. People don't realize that central vacuums can be the homeowner's first line of defense in keeping their indoor air quality and improving their indoor air quality to the standards they want it to be at. Consumers believe that they are cleaning when they're vacuuming, which most of us, that's why we vacuum, as we believe we're cleaning our homes. But in reality, vacuuming with a portable vacuum cleaner is actually polluting the indoor air quality of your home. And even if you have a air purifier in your home or an air exchanger, you're still being exposed to those particles and dust and debris that are coming out of that vacuum, because for a vacuum to work effectively, the air that goes into it also has to exit it. And with a portable vacuum, that's going through your bag or containment system, and it's pulling through those microscopic dust and germs back into your home and distributing them throughout. And that's why you have that after vacuum smell or that after vacuum haze that you'll see. That's because your vacuum is redistributing the dirt in your home. So with a central vacuum, that doesn't happen because it's a completely closed system, and the dirt that you pick up from your carpets, from your furniture, that's all taken away in that closed tube system and deposited in the canister that's usually located in the garage or perhaps the basement.
So let's talk about this wellness discussion that an integrator might have with his customer base. He's meeting with them. He might be talking about full, audio, video, other control components, lighting, and then the wellness conversation can come up. How can he effectively talk about it or demo it in a sales presentation?
There's a few really simple questions that the salesperson can ask. One of them is, are you concerned about the indoor air quality of your home? And as we know, that's a really hot topic right now, and there's a large percentage of new home buyers that are very concerned about the indoor air quality, especially after we are, closing down on this pandemic. There's people that are very concerned about the cleanliness of their home and the air quality. Another question is, does anyone in your home suffer from allergy or asthma? That's a big, huge problem across the United States and even probably the world. But allergy and asthma is something that affects a large population of our country, and it increases with the indoor air quality being bad in your home. So with a central vacuum, you're reducing those risks by taking all of that dirt and debris out of the air and containing it in that closed system. Another great question is, how do you plan to clean your new home? A lot of people will be like, well, I don't know, I'm just bringing my vacuum along, or I have a cleaning service. At that point, when you're talking about cleaning services especially, you want to ask that home buyer, or the home buyer wants to ask that cleaning service, do you change your bag every time you come into my home, or do you empty the dirt canister on your vacuum? And most likely the answer is no. So with that happening, they're bringing debris and dust and germs in from the previous homes that they've cleaned with that same vacuum cleaner. So they're exposing your family to the germs of others that they've already used that vacuum cleaner in. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they've cleaned today. It could be something that's a remnant on the brushes, or just in the containment system that's being distributed throughout your home. So if your children are allergic to pet dander, and they cleaned a house that had, a cat or a dog in it prior to your home, they're bringing that pet dander into your home and introducing it into your home, and that's affecting that allergy and asthma symptoms that we talked about.
One of the telltale signs I think is a great opening too is asking, do you dust after you vacuum? Because so many people actually have to dust after they vacuum because of exactly what you just described. They're actually putting that debris all over their furniture, all over their
Yes.
countertops after they've quote unquote cleaned the floor.
And a lot of times when you ask people that question, they'll be like, well, why does that matter? Why are you asking me that? But then when you explain it to them, that yes, you are, coating your entire house in a light, fine dust and your lungs too, then they're like kind of like, yeah, I guess you're right. Especially when you paint that picture of the smell of the after vacuum smell and that haze in the air of the sunlight shining through while you're vacuuming with a portable. That's what all that stuff is. It's redistributed dirt.
Yeah. So what are some of the product offerings available from HP Products?
We have some great products available now, and sometimes builders think of central vacuums as a product that's been around for a long time, but and it certainly has, but there's been a lot of improvements, a lot of changes, a lot of exciting new products, and the most exciting is the retractable hose products that we offer. We have our main line is our Chameleon product, which is 50 feet of hose that retracts into the tube system. And then we have smaller versions of retractable hoses that can go in the cabinets, they can go in the garages, in the laundry rooms. So when instead of people having to carry a hose and store that hose, now all they have to do is retract it back into the wall or back into a cabinet. So it's very convenient for them both to vacuum and then to do, putting away the gear afterwards is very effortless.
How does an integrator become an HP Products dealer?
To become an HP Products dealer is super easy. They can simply call our 800 line, or they can email us at marketing@h-pproducts.com. We have a form online that they can fill out, ask them just a real few simple questions, and we usually respond within 24 hours.
One of the other great elements of being a central vacuum integrator is that there's a lot of integrators who don't do it. And so just by bringing that into your fold, into your portfolio, you're really differentiating yourself out in the market too.
Absolutely, and you're also keeping your competitors off a job site, because if there's a customer who wants a central vacuum and you're not offering it as part of your package, your builder's most likely going to find somebody that can install that vacuum, and you're then allowing them to be introduced to one of your competitors that sells other products, other low voltage products, along with that central vacuum system.
And another point there is that and especially in a new construction environment, that means you're going to be brought onto the project early because you're going to want to be there when the walls are open, just like the if you're doing lighting fixtures or some of these other categories now, being the central vacuum guy is going to bring you on the job earlier.
Right, and you're going to have that opportunity to perhaps upsell some other product lines as well. The central vacuum usually goes in after the HVAC and plumbing, so you're absolutely right. You're still in there when the walls are open, and that gives you an opportunity too to upsell into that Chameleon retractable hose, because that's something that you need to have the walls open to do that installation easily.
All right, a lot to talk about here, and it's really, I think, vital for integrators to know how key the central vacuum category can be for them having that wellness discussion with their customers. So Amy, Wesely, thanks for joining CE Pro today.
Jason, thank you so much. I appreciate the time.